Welcome folks, this is Acid Roots, and we've got part 29 of Let's Play Final Fantasy VII. So, last time we were in the middle of Cloud's flashback as he describes to us about Sephiroth a bit, and we're going to continue further with that. So, I just had some Arby's, and felt good. Got one more sandwich in the fridge that I'll probably have at a later date, and, you know, this has been real kind of kosher doing that sort of stuff. I enjoy it. I do have to play this game a little bit more because I have like one more bit of gameplay after this, but I'm trying to burn through this game a bit more and get us out of Disc 1. But I am actually advancing with the plot. I mean, at least to say that it's not like I'm just lollygagging around. So I do like to talk to folks. This is Nibelheim, Cloud's hometown. I get the feeling we're going to see this town later on, and Cloud may have some uncollected memories when he finally does get there, when we're actually getting there rather than just a memory. So, I kind of want to visit Sephiroth's hometown, you know, those type places, Barrett's hometown, some of these places, you know. It's a big game, we've got a lot to explore, so just get ready for it. If you are watching this and, you know, there's more than 50 episodes in the playlist, or just a bunch in the playlist, maybe I've completed this whole game, just kick right on back, because it's a hell of a ride. So, I actually think I've probably recorded like 7 hours of this game up to this point. It's already my longest project. That's the thing, it's far and none. This is as far as it goes. But that's probably just because I'm doing mostly Super Nintendo games. My breath smells like Arby's breath. I was trying to watch The Wedding Singer by Adam Sandler. It's a nice little rom-com. I think I like that one better than 50 First Dates that he did with Drew Barrymore. 50 First Dates was just over dramatic. I mean, just the fact that she can't remember more than one day in a row. It's pretty terrible, but they made a whole movie about that. But so Cloud here is, I mean, he kind of is not too hip to wanting to talk about his family, but something happens to Cloud's family, and you'll find out as time goes on. So, just a bunch of, I mean, this is actually a rather melodramatic series. I mean, every Final Fantasy has its disasters that happen, so this is it's relatively funny, but it's not funny, but you know, it's ironic, I guess that's the better word. Let's try, I'm running out of shit to talk about. I'm thinking about starting up Tomb Raider. I need to get that into motion, see if I can actually beat that game. I'm going to try, but I'm not entirely sure if I'm going to be able to attempt that game. I'm just glad that there's levels. I'm glad that you can't play the whole game in one sitting. I'm glad it's kind of got segments. This is easy. This is easier that way. My PS2 is really getting the works. I've been really using it. So, movies, games, I said that before, but it's just the truth. So, PS2, obviously one of the best machines of all time. So, the only thing I wish it could do is I just wish it could, you know, handle, like, USB things. I have videos I deleted that I'd like to watch on my PS2, but it had a USB port. It can at least charge your USB devices like iPods, but it can't play them. so it can't really play MP3 players either. But then, you know, it was surprising even in itself that USB ports were around back in the year 2000. I mean, that's 20 years ago. There weren't too many computers that had that back in 99 and 2000. If you had like 2 or 1, that was definitely good. Talking about the George Bush years, that sort of shit. George Bush became president 20 years ago. I actually watched Futurama again recently. I haven't watched that in a long time. I watched the Slurm episode. I've said before that I want to try that drink, but this is a crime that there is not some variation of that drink in stores. I would love to just walk into Walmart or Target or something and see Slurm. It's highly addictive. I feel like, yep, and I could give a rat's ass that it is. I'm going to drink it. I mean, it's too late for that now, but I'll definitely tell you it's worthwhile. The only thing they did was just make a Slurm energy drink, which, obviously I wouldn't want energy drinks anymore. I have enough of a hard time getting to sleep. So, Tifa, you should go in my room, Cloud. Huh. Did you play on my piano, Cloud? You know, yeah, I jammed on it. That's like, yeah, I jammed on it. I played the hell out of it. But kind of losing direction for what else I want to do with this channel. There's going to be a lot more updates of this game, I can tell you that, just because there's just not a lot else to do. I mean, I'm going to have to overcome my laziness and get to playing Tomb Raider, but then also I'm just going to have to do some other things. These are like the only things that I really have up to. I still haven't gotten Prince of Persia in the mail yet. Hopefully I'll get that soon. This is Tifa's father. Big-headed young kid. So... Stay away from her. That's the thing, I mean, Cloud doesn't come off as like an asshole, so I don't know why there's the discrepancy there. But that's the thing, you would think joining Soldier, well, yeah, that's kind of the thing. I mean, Cloud is kind of like a miniature hero. I mean, he's not as big a hero as Sephiroth, but he's definitely a hero just because he fought the good fight, you know? Kind of the thing. Most soldiers kind of go for that. Unless it's like some sort of Vanessa Guillen situation, which is still pretty terrible. Absolutely terrible, you know? But... yeah, so we just met Tifa's martial arts student, or we just met Tifa's martial arts teacher. Kind of trying to figure out, I was gonna say student, but he's not the student. So I get the feeling we're gonna be seeing more of him, and I don't know if we're gonna have like some sort of mini game that we're gonna have to do when he teaches us something, or her something. But it's a 3-disc game. We'll find out. I just kind of base some of this off of like the old Mario RPG game. It's kind of similar considering that they were made around the same time, 96 or so. So, lots of mini games, I mean, it's a very vibrant RPG, and then so far I haven't had any complaints about that. It's time to wrap things up. So, we talked to Sephiroth to advance the plot. You know, you don't just go to the bed, you have to talk to him. I didn't know that at first. guess that means Sephiroth doesn't sleep, but then he probably would be the one that would sleep. Huh. This is crazy, but yeah, let's get some sleep. I don't know why I have such a blank head today. It's kind of awkward that I don't have more abundance of things to talk about. I mean, normally when I do some of these things, I'm flowing with content to yap about. This is kind of a lackadaisical episode. But then it's not like there's any fighting in this. This is kind of going through the motions. A lot of plot. So yeah. So things are getting ready to get rough. I'll tell you that. I don't have to do anything, but you'll see as far as this sort of junk goes. It's not going to be pretty. I kind of like how Final Fantasy just lackadaisically takes you through this. It's just like, oh yeah, you know, it looks so peaceful, it looks so quaint and humbling. And then it just completely turns the table upside down. Pulls a Francis on us. By Francis, I mean Boogie 2988's Francis. You know, he flips tables a lot, so. So Tifa joins us, and these characters have a lot going on. You'll see. I mean, each of them has something drastic that's getting ready to happen. There needed to be a sequel to this game. If they can make like a Final Fantasy X-2, they should have made a Final Fantasy VII-2. I would like an additional adventure in this world. It'd be really hip. I guess they figured it was such a large game that you don't really need to, but it'd probably just have to do with Cloud and Tifa or something like that. But then I don't know if Sephiroth would come back, kind of like he did in that Advent Children. I mean, I was glad. That's kind of like I do recommend that to people who are just absolute fans of Final Fantasy to fuck with. Final Fantasy Advent Children. I mean, you don't even have to do anything. It's just a movie, but I watched it like back in late 2015, but I just don't remember. It was strange. It was kind of, I mean, it was more cheesy than this game is, though. I mean, obviously it was intended for people who were like 16 and maybe 18 at the oldest, but it's just that, you know, obviously with the voice acting, they may have said like damn or hell or bastard or something, but it's kind of, yeah. But I would still buy it. I still feel like I should own it in my home just to occasionally watch. It's for fans of anime. It's for the girls out there that like anime shows. Like, you're 28 or 33 and you still watch like Naruto or Gundam or one of them shows, Hellboy, or not Hellboy, but Trigun. Like, yep, I'll watch Advent Children. I recommend it, folks. You got a poster of Goku in your house, you know, I don't mind. Nat Bash the Stampede, you know. So, alright, folks, subscribe for more fun. Thanks for watching. Have a wonderful night.